Well, this is very important information, I think, in terms of an election and in terms of manipulation, deception. And I think everyone should have a fair shot at knowing what all is going on. Well, there's been an exclusive in a scientific study here put out through Sputnik showing that Google manipulates millions to favor Clinton. Now, since this was from an alternative branch and it wasn't part of the establishment's mainstream media, of course, you're not going to hear about this anywhere else unless other alternative outlets talk about this and get the information out there. But this is vital in terms of rigging everything, manipulating everything. But that's not all. We've seen all the stuff going on in public with her, falling down, having these coughing spells, all these things connected to her health. And somehow, this woman, within a matter of hours, was able to magically knock off years of age. And not only that, the dead ends that were hanging off of her head, as you can see here, the skin itself, so much more smooth, and people can say makeup this and that. It still does not explain a lot of things. And even when looking at the details of the teeth and everything else, it brings into question what is really going on. How could someone that was in such bad shape, looking like this on the left, emerge looking like this, after she was tumbling down into that vehicle and everything else? All the questions arising. Did the public literally get fooled with a body double? Because she walks out, and as we've stated before, where was the Secret Service? Where were the agents? There was no one, nowhere. Anyone could have ran up and tackled her. No one around in that shot. It just so happens that that place where her daughter lived was also a medical facility at some point, or had something connected to medical with it. So, you ask Bill, he's probably sitting at home right now, as Colin Powell would say, with some bimbos. If you guys didn't see that release, that's what he had apparently stated. But this isn't the first time it's happened, according to Bill. He says, she has suffered similar illnesses before, working like a demon. I think it's a key choice of words there, Bill. Something is going on here, or this woman that has been working like a demon is magically losing years of age within hours amongst all these crazy health spells. So don't forget, they're manipulating everything here. And when it comes to the search, and make sure you read up on this here, because it goes into detail in the study how they're doing it. For those that really care out there, if you want to know, in the end, how they ended up pulling off all this stuff or getting her in the office, well, you better start paying attention now to the stuff that they're doing. And you got to remember, we have several debates coming up here, and I'm not sure exactly what's going to happen as far as coverage for all the debates, but at these events, watching her and her health and how they play this whole thing out is going to be key. And as I talked about before, if they say they want to replace her, they say Joe Biden sits at the top of the list there. And they're saying that she has to release her medical records. So we'll see how this whole thing pans out. And if they do try to bring someone else in at the last minute, it's more than likely going to be Biden. We'll see how this whole thing goes down. And how do you think that people are going to react to that? You see? And then what happens if he just wins? With everything so rigged the way that it is here, with the manipulation, the writing's on the wall. So I'll continue to update, but I'm sure as these debates get closer, how's she going to react when the heat is on inside of a packed venue that's hot and everything else? And is she going to be sick then? I guess only time will tell. I'll continue to update with more as I come across it. Make sure to check out our recent sponsor here, Essential Drug Store. I'll leave links in the description box for all this. And until next time, it's been Dabu7.